Welcome back to the earliest reviews. Today's review is focused on 2021 movie entitled Bruised. And the official synopsis of Bruised is: a disgraced MMA fighter finds redemption in the cage and the courage to face her demons when the son she had given up as an infant unexpectedly re-enters her life. And before I give out my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. And when it comes with the movie Bruised, I felt like Bruised was a decent movie, and here is my review on this movie. And I would say maybe the first things that I enjoyed about this movie would probably have to be the performance, as I felt like many of the actors that were in this movie did a good job with their performance of their characters. Halle Berry, she has been in many different movies over the last 25 to 30 years and everything. And she didn't disappoint when it came with this movie. I felt like she had a really good performance in this movie as the main character of Jackie Justice. She has seen better days and her life is in shambles when you look at it. And this was also Halle Berry's first time directing the movie as well. And I felt like Halle Berry as a director, she was pretty good when it came to directing and everything else. But I felt like many of the characters in this movie were likable, and the actors that performed their characters were pretty good as well. And as previously mentioned, I felt like Halle Berry as a director, I felt like she did a good job when it came to directing this movie, as I felt like she didn't do anything extremely out of the ordinary when directing the movie, and she doesn't do anything extremely crazy or just wacky that would just make people say, what is she doing? When it comes to the MMA portion of the movie, the fights and everything, there really wasn't that many like MMA like fights in this movie, or like fights altogether with people like fighting, knocking each other out. But I would say when there was actually like some MMA or like actual fights happening, I felt like it was pretty good, as you saw some people get knocked out, get all bloodied up and everything. Like it was fine, to say the least. I don't have nothing much else to say about it. I would say maybe the first things that I did not like about this movie would probably have to be the plot, as I felt like the plot was all over the place when you look at it throughout the entire movie. There was some structure with the plot, with some plot lines and some pacing and everything. But also at the same time, I felt like the plot really wasn't like 100% committed to the movie, as this movie definitely does have a few surprising revelations, surprising reveals that I wouldn't consider plot twists. I would just consider them probably just disturbing and pretty horrible for the main character. And I felt like the plot could have been a little bit better. And also at the same time, the plot was definitely predictable when it came to some of the acts as well. And some things do happen that I expected. And when it did happen, I was like, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. But I would say, despite those things, I felt like Bruised, it was a decent movie. It doesn't do anything to set itself out of the ordinary. Typical sport movies about people trying to get their life back together, and it doesn't do anything to like set the genre back and everything else. And how I would rate Bruised out of 5 stars, I would probably rate Bruised maybe 2.5 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.